Plump Goops Podcast.
Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes. Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes. Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes. Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes.
Wow.
So like
Good.
the song is like in theory playing in the background there.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Crazy.
Cool.
Okay, Corey. Intro?
Welcome to
Okay, that's
Hot
enough.
Takes.
Josh, intro?
Hey!
Okay,
What's up? Welcome to Hot Take Steak Take.
This is the first episode of a brand new podcast called Hot Takes, Hot Takes.
Welcome.
We're
to High
sponsored by Waikiki Beach hand
Waikiki
sanitizer.
We're
From
sponsored.
Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yeah,
from the
not
Beyond
sponsored.
section.
we're actually making money
Sponsor.
off of this video.
We're sponsored by the Beyond section of Bed Bath and Beyond.
No.
Which one's that?
Use your brain. use your noggin. You'll figure it out. There's three choices.
So basically how this works is I give a take and then I get a sense of how good my take is and then I mute everyone else during their takes. That's how this goes.
And then you just kind of sit there in bliss afterwards, just relishing in how
just-
great your opinion was.
I just relish in it.
Do we give like a weather
So-
report at the beginning or anything like that? So
A
people
what
know,
report?
like,
It's
what, like,
raining right now.
it's not raining right now.
It's raining here.
I thought it was a good day to wear a bit of mustard color sweater. I don't
Yeah,
know.
who is everyone wearing?
I'm wearing me.
I'm wearing Magic Man.
I'm
We're sponsored by
wearing-
Magic.
This is cashmere, so I don't really want to stretch it, but Everlane.
I'm wearing Star Trek.
Ooh.
Sports check. Sports.
So not Star Trek.
not
Let's go
Star
ahead and
Trek.
get this show on the road.
Yeah, that's sadly
Josh?
Star Trek
Question
isn't
mark?
great
I thought
clothing.
this was a podcast where we talk about Star Trek and what we
Can
think.
you
of
get me
Star Trek.
water, though?
Oh, so
please?
contrary to popular belief, Josh, this
Excuse
is
me.
not a Star Trek podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's crazy because like all our fans thought it was at first,
hmm
and then
And then they
like
left. 'cause
later
we
they
didn't talk
just
about Star
left
Trek that much
'cause
because we didn't
talk
really
about it.
mention Star Trek like at all, really, did we?
Yeah. So let's
No
do
shot.
a warm up take real quick. So my take is
Water
Is this
should
the
be
first
warm.
one. We
Is this
normally
your
like
real
to do a
take?
warm up where we just like discuss. For
Oh, yeah.
example, this is my warm up take. Star Trek is infinitely better than Star Wars. And
Ooh.
then I mute both of you,
Is that-
and
is
then I
that-
just talk about Star Trek.
Is that a real take you have?
No, it is not. But
Oh, so you're a liar.
You're a liar and a coward.
So I've never seen Star Trek.
Ooh.
I've seen
Have you seen A Star Is Born?
Ooh.
the Orville. Or
Have you seen The Star Is Born?
Yeah, we're
with
ranking
Bradley
things with
Cooper?
star in them.
Yeah,
Stardust?
that's basically Star Trek.
Stardust, the one where the star is the girl is the star. She falls from
oh yeah, and then the guys like
space.
When did they get
I'm gonna
born?
Board this ship with Robert De Niro on it.
Pre
and
BC.
then like Robert De Niro like fucks his wife or something.
Yeah, he's like the cool, awesome.
Robert De Niro is
flamboyant
married?
guy.
No, it's like Robert De Niro
No.
is like secretly like not fucking his wife.
Everyone say your favorite palindrome on the count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Race
7,
car.
8. Rats live on no evil star.
Okay, so the whole reason Josh
Race
asked that
car.
was so that he could say the longest palindrome that he knew. And he said it, but you won't hear it because Cameron's gonna mute him during it.
Can you say your favorite palindrome?
No.
Idiot boy.
That's not a palindrome.
No is backwards would be on. Tanner.
non,
Be on.
non, not
Non.
on, like
Alright,
the
well,
bread.
Oh, like the bread. Okay, we'll take
Yeah.
that. We'll take that to the bank.
Yeah.
Okay,
What's
so is
that
your-
movie with that guy and he was like chasing after a girl when they were younger, and then it was like a 1v1 with two dudes fighting for one girl, and
Oh,
then
this
one
means
of the
war?
dudes submitted,
Transformers 2, Dark
and
of
then
the
at
Moon?
the end
This means war with
they
Tom
were
Hardy
older and they met like
Chris
the wife
Pine,
died, but
or wait.
he didn't go to the funeral, and then like at the end they meet like they're older now, and they
Oh,
meet
the
another
Tooth
woman,
Fairy?
and they're fighting 1v1ing for the
Transformers
woman again, and he
4
tries
Age
to
of
submit
Extinction.
again.
Oh,
Transformers: Revenge of
Bumblebee.
the Fallen.
Or it could be Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2, but I haven't seen that one.
Shia LaBeouf's Holes.
Wait, which holes?
Shia LaBeouf's
Louis
Holes.
Sachar's.
Thanks, Del.
Also an option, but less good. Hang on, put some hand sanitizer on.
Yeah, go ahead. And after you
Sure.
finish that, we are going to start off with the first take of the day by Corey.
Well, how many fingers am I holding behind my back?
6.
0. I'm not holding any fingers behind my back.
Okay, what's
Josh,
your take?
you
Was
gotta
that your
start.
take? Wait, I disagree with your take. I think you were holding fingers. Wait, why am I
so
starting? You didn't want
I'm
to go,
gonna
Corey?
I'm gonna
Just
take
say
the
the guy
high
wrong.
road
No, I'll
and say
go.
that Corey doesn't have fingers.
That's not the
Okay.
high road. That's the low road.
Is that like the high roller bet? Like it pays off huge if you happen to be right.
It's like
and
I'm
he
in
does
the
happen to
right.
not have any
It's
fingers.
like I know
you
I'm
have the
in the
right of way.
Yeah, like mentally and spiritually.
Okay, I'll get things kicked off. I think society would be better off if we had blimps instead of planes, and that the famous disaster
Zeppelin?
called?
The
Yeah,
Hindenburg
the Hindenburg. Yeah,
is
disaster.
what you're referring to,
If-
I believe.
It's like it's like the classic parallel universe where it never happened, and then blimps developed instead of planes.
Like in Doctor Who.
Because
Except-
imagine you don't need a runway to take off, and all you knew is just float up. Like a
So
little
I
little
imagine that blimps take much longer to get to places than
Well, is this an issue of land space usage primarily? Is that your issue? Like airports take up too much space?
no
like,
graveyard takes up too much.
that is. Oh, I might bring that up later
Oh,
because
that's
I have
funny.
a lot to say on that matter.
I
But why
think
would
blimps are better because they can just do vertical takeoffs with ease. And also with
Oh,
the
like how to
speeding,
be-
I believe that they could move quite swiftly after they were developed for a few more 100 years. You know,
nowhere near as swiftly as a plane though?
well, that's
The
up for debate.
aerodynamics just aren't there,
Well, that's up for debate.
and they're just unstable.
No, it's not.
Probably.
It's more of a fact.
you know.
Factoid.
Well, you
But
guys
then
are
you can have
mechanical
shorter.
engineers.
You have
probably
shorter
know this.
flights. You have shorter flights though. You know, like if I want to go to Keller, I could take a blimp.
You'd just get on a blimp.
Yes.
That's Keller.
Blimps.
What about
For
a
those
hot
of you
air
who don't
balloon?
live in the DFW Metroplex, like 5 minutes away by car or bike.
So how much energy would that take, Corey?
Personal blimps.
Are they full of hydrogen still?
No, you just blow them up.
Oh, like a
like
a
you,
weapon balloon?
like you with lungs, like lung power.
But then you heat it up. You know, Start. You know, Start. You know, the Last Airbender. It's like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Firebend.
So like okay, blowing things up by firebending. I'm confused.
No, you have a
No,
No,
fire
you-
bend.
the
Are
air.
you talking about
hotter
blimps
go
or hot
up.
air balloons?
I think
feel
he's
like
thinking
you're
of. I think he's
confused.
No,
confused.
blimps are just mini. I mean, hot air balloons are just mini blimps.
He's kind of onto something, I guess.
I
there.
mean, I guess visually and like somewhat structurally.
Well, I would use helium. Aren't we at a helium shortage? Don't people like mine helium?
Oh yeah, no, helium is like we're like out of helium. Like parties, you can't use helium anymore. Actually,
yeah,
you
that's
can,
why
but it
when you
makes
try
a
to
bad
fill
person.
up balloons at Kroger, no less, they say no.
It's like
Go
no
away.
less.
No.
Just drop no less after Kroger. I don't like that. Wait, you know what I think is that we breathe a lot and we are wasting our lung power. I think Corey's right. If we just like while we're sleeping, for example, where's all that breath going? It could
Oh, are
fill
you talking
your
about like,
blimps
kinda like
in the
theory
night.
that we have a finite
Yeah,
amount of
but then they
energy?
won't flow, right?
You know, I kind of like that theory that we have a finite amount of energy, only because there's the like small amount of fact in that all mammals at least have the same number of heartbeats, or roughly the same number of heartbeats, but they beat at different rates. So like a blue whale's heart beats the same number of times as a human, but it beats for way longer because whales outlive humans.
No, I can outlive a whale with
Hummingbirds, short lifespan, heart beat very, very fast, same number of heartbeats.
Is this factual?
Those aren't mammals. So maybe not it.
Is
Yes,
this
it is.
factual?
I learned it on Kurzgesagt.
So is this taking the average
Oh.
lifespans and
Wait,
average
do
heartbeats?
you think Trump just watched
Yes.
Kurzgesagt?
I think Trump spends a lot of time watching Kurzgesagt.
Okay, that's an interesting theory. Actually,
Have you heard of the Great Barrier?
I have heard of the Great Barrier.
Isn't that cray? Let's
That's
talk
cray.
about, and if Tanner doesn't know, then he can just not be a part of the conversation.
Yeah, we can mute Cue Cameron muting
Deafen
Tanner's mic
Tanner?
for. We'll give you a good 4-minute break.
Okay, yeah. I'll
I'll
take
be here.
5 actually.
I mean, I'm only giving you 4.
Okay,
But
well,
let's take a
that's-
vote. Did I woo you with my blimp?
Okay, I guess we should reel it in. The blimp talk.
Yeah, let's rope
If
it
we-
in. Let's
if
list
we
our favorite blimp catastrophes. I'll go first. The Hindenburg.
There's only one.
the attack on the Western Air Temple via
Yes,
blimp.
big
or whatever.
disaster. Not for the blimp, for the air temple.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
true. That's true. What about the great blimp catastrophe of 73?
We don't
Yeah,
like to
I
talk
think
about
I was
that.
there for that. It was.
Who was that? It was under
cool.
under Woodrow Wilson's watch, I believe. If I have
I thought
my
it was
presidents
Nixon.
right.
I thought Nixon was on the blimp. But then
Oh.
he
Yeah.
leaped off. He took a
That's
leap
what
of faith.
Watergate was about, because they accidentally filled the blimp with water and it couldn't fill it up and it wouldn't float. It sank into the
Yeah,
ocean.
just a little
actually.
history lesson by your boy.
So yeah, great blimp catastrophe is 73. Anyways, so back to my idea. While you're sleeping, if you do engage yourself in apparatus of sorts, I think we could fill blimps up. And then,
But
and then
our
in
air
that
can't
specific
make it
scenario,
float.
I agree with Corey's take. We also have to
Interesting.
find a way for carbon dioxide.
But it
to
wouldn't
be
float.
buoyant
Okay, yeah.
in air. But once we figure that out, it's genius.
Wait, so our goal now
Simple
is to make
things.
carbon dioxide lighter than air.
All
Yeah,
I'm,
that's
yeah.
what I take away from this.
all I'm
Okay,
so
interesting.
I'm saying that if blimps were like planes, the amount of progressing and innovation you could do with blimps, it has a way higher ceiling than planes. It's like the Chad blimp versus the not Chad plane, you know?
What about
I
like?
don't know the other person in that meme.
I feel like
Anyone?
you'll run out of airspace though, because I feel like blimps can't go very high, and they're gonna like ruin the lower airspace and get stuck.
What
in the
is
clouds.
taking up the lower airspace other than the
I don't know. I went into that having no idea what I was gonna say, and I kind of floundered in the middle.
Do you think blimps are more susceptible to hail?
Almost certainly, yes.
Yeah,
Tanner,
blimps are
vote.
crazy.
No, don't just say blimps are crazy. Vote on what you give the take. What's your vote?
Oh,
I'm voting. I'll go first.
Okay, Josh, go
I'm
first.
voting plausible.
That's not. You agree or disagree with my take?
I'm to
That-
stick. You know, like in MythBusters, when they weld a sign into the shape of the words plausible, and then it falls down dramatically from the
Says
camera.
mythical.
If you could put that in post,
Busted.
plausible.
Plausible.
Yeah.
Okay, let me review my original take though. It's society would be better off.
You
with
mean revised?
blimps rather than planes. No, that's what I said.
Oh, I
It's
thought
not
you were correcting
revised.
it. Sorry, let me restate that. I think you should correct.
Corey, have you been dissuaded from your opinion, or
No,
or do you feel more encouraged now that I've ranked it as plausible?
Dude, rank it
Wait,
as
but this is
agree
with
or
the carbon
disagree.
dioxide theory, right?
Okay, Josh agrees. Yeah, this is with the carbon dioxide.
Yeah, because all we have to do is just take out a few protons and neutrons, and it'll be as light as helium.
Yeah, we turn it into you know
Yeah.
something with roughly 2 protons. and
Yeah,
go
maybe
go
could
in
be
with an
even less,
electron
possibly.
microscope. It can be
Hydrogen?
an apparatus that you just set up when you sleep, and it does it automatically.
Oh, it takes out protons and turns into helium.
Yeah,
What would
What
the
if we
other
just
protons?
fill it
like
with-
just focus on your breath.
we
while
could fill it with some
sleeping.
other element that's
Change
not
it
as
yourself.
flammable.
Oh, like
like-
uranium?
Iron. That's not
Yeah,
that
let's get
flammable.
some fucking
So
lead,
we figured out how to get
vaporized
infinite mineral.
iron.
I mean, I was thinking lead. That doesn't really help on the heaviness front. So Tanner, you vote no. Corey votes yes. I vote plausible. It's a tie. We leave it at plausible.
No, no, no. No, I vote no. You vote yes, and Corey votes yes. So everyone agrees.
Well,
I think.
everyone. Okay, yeah. So
Okay, that's a little
cool.
weird.
I disagree with my own hot take
Oh, okay, cool. On what grounds?
on the grounds that blimps are big and planes are small.
I mean, can't a blimp be as big as you want it to be or small as you want it to be?
Yeah, but it can only carry like an ant if it's like.
I would like to see the mass
An
production
ant?
process of blimps.
What?
Don't just say a blimp can only carry an ant. What does that
It's
mean?
small. It's like a hot air balloon theory.
Oh,
So hot air balloons can only hold ants.
Yeah.
but like you know, hot air balloons are notorious for holding people.
Was it on Sweet Life on Deck when they got stranded on the island? They were going in the hot air balloon, and then London was like, "Whoa, hey, look!" Or wait, was London even in Sweet Life on Deck?
Guys, I have a question.
Ignoring Corey's little
How,
fact
if you were to take a regular sized school bus, what order of magnitude would it be on? How many ants do you think could fit in a school bus? How many
Google.
ants? That's wrong. That's too many.
I'd say 1 billion.
I think 1 billion could fit in like one of the seats. Ants
Well,
are so small, dude.
Yeah, they're like
Let's talk about
grains of
that.
rice. Have you seen that animation between a million grains of rice and a billion grains of rice?
Like, I think it's probably like
No.
Like a billion's just like a pile.
at least a quintillion.
Yeah. I think a Google still.
Uh,
Google
yeah.
raised
Anyways,
a Google.
I'm ranking the school bus take as plausible. One
Okay,
quintillion.
cool. So moving on
Stop
from
saying-
Corey's take, which we all agreed was disagreeable.
Wow.
So agree
We
to
ag-
disagree.
we disagreed
There's a
to
phrase for
agree.
that. There's a phrase for that.
Yeah. Disagree to agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
thought,
fade
I thought
in.
you were leading us into something. You seemed like you were taking the reins here, and then you just kind of
Yeah, and now Josh's take.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Alt F4.
My computer is missing the Alt key actually.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna make a take actually before Cora's even.
Guys, do you see the
also-
clown?
You interrupted.
Do you guys see the clown?
Do I see a clown?
It's in
What
the
does that
bottom
mean?
left.
Is that me? Is that in the Zoom meeting? Am I
No,
the
it's
clown?
on mine. It's Tanner.
On mine, we're in a straight line, so I
Yeah,
don't know
same.
what you're saying.
I think
Anyways,
the clown is Corey.
keeping things in the vein of transportation,
Oh!
I think all fossil fuel powered cars should be banned immediately.
Right now.
Like,
No, because the
immediately.
production,
No, like, yeah.
like if we're talking about the production of batteries,
We'll call it
That's pretty
2025.
Oh. So
I don't
not
think cars are
2021?
the issue. I think they're pretty fuel efficient.
But
So no.
the plurality of emissions by the U.S. is from transportation.
No.
So are we
planes?
banning them now or in 2025?
Banning the production of gas-powered cars in 2025.
So now
Are
starting
cars
now or
the
starting
issue,
in
or are
2020?
like planes and stuff
You
the
can't
issue?
make them.
Which leads me to believe why
cars.
blimps are superior.
Commercial airplanes, 8%.
What is cars?
Like 37 or something.
The Simon over 50. Irrelevant.
Okay.
Wait, but what's the alternate solution? Just electrical power?
Yeah, electric cars.
Solar. Why am I getting?
And
Well, I mean,
how
like
much
everyone
notifications?
already has like cars. It's not like all the cars just go away. It's
Yeah.
just the production of them that I would ban.
Wait, is the
So
stat that cars?
would switching to electric provide like the solution of having less
Carbon
pollution?
emissions.
Less carbon emissions?
Yeah, from the tailpipe.
Would switching to electric cause any other issues though?
Well, because production of like batteries is an issue,
Would
but
it
I
be
feel like
better?
if you force like innovating a more efficient way to like actually make electric batteries and stuff like that,
Yeah, I'm
Then
all for
it would
everyone just
overall
being, like, forced
decrease.
to do shit.
Yeah.
Like, I think the government should just take control and say, like, fuck you to everyone and just make, like, crazy drastic changes because, like, it's never going to happen otherwise.
Because then just all the capitalist like economy has to do is simply adapt. And that's
like
what it does.
Ford just make electric cars.
Do they make electric cars? I
Right.
feel like they probably don't.
Remember in
Escape?
Ford versus
maybe?
Ferrari, whenever Gerald Ford was just like
Now, hold on.
he was just like, stop production, and then one of you assholes better come to me with a brilliant idea and you might just get promoted or some bullshit like that.
seen
Oh
that
yeah,
movie.
and then
I haven't seen that movie.
Mussolini, Balotelli, Ferrari was like,
What is this movie about?
it was like, no,
I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
You know the Vietnam War, Josh? It was like that.
Yeah, I remember that one.
It was like that.
Oh,
Like
it's
that,
like
but with
to make a
cars.
summary of the movie.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm bored of this take already. It was my take,
Well,
so I don't know how invested you guys are. But do you like it or no?
So well, I think a sudden halt would create several issues with
I don't think it would create
the
any
economy
issue.
specifically.
I'm okay if the economy like collapses as
Okay.
long as No, straight
some
up.
people would,
I'm
some people would
also
argue that the whole economy of the U.S. may be more important than.
like I'm okay if a lot of people die from drastic changes to solve the environment. If it
All right,
like
so you
means
like
long-term
thinking
change.
long term.
Yeah, no, if it means long-term change, I'm very okay with people just like having a hard time. for a
Right.
while.
So like
It's
you're
kind
not
of like,
even
how do you
selfish. You're
discount
just like
climate change?
you're
when
just like
it's in the future?
timeist.
Yeah, I feel like it's for the greater good. I feel
Right.
like that the one existential threat to humanity is that.
Also,
So sacrifice the
the-
now for the future. You know.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes, very in favor of that.
theory time. So
Theory
if we
time.
take the theory that drastic change to the economy affects like the working population and not like your CEOs and shit, then I'm all against it, you know? But like with stuff like arresting the CEOs of like American Airlines or like something like that, and then the working population isn't affected because there still need to run a fucking airline.
Why are you arresting the CEO of American Airlines?
Oh, well, that was just an example. What
Oh.
was the thing with because you know how like airlines failed in the pandemic, but it technically wouldn't affect the workers that much because there's still a need to, you know, run an airline. But the people that go bankrupt at the top, like there still needs to be an airline.
Mhm.
There's a better in-depth explanation, and it won't come from me. But with your drastic change, it does affect workers. So
Well,
I
I'm
disagree.
fine with that, and I hate everyone. So
Yeah.
They can go
Josh is
die.
a big proponent of like putting himself in like a cryo chamber and just transporting himself to like the 3000s.
wait, I'm
yeah.
all for it. Why would you not do that?
I didn't know I was, but now that you say that, that does sound cool. So I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in your head right now.
Yeah, dude, you're fucking me up. Like I'm having a hard time right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and say plausible on my.
Okay. So that's not how these things work.
I will
Okay, well,
agree.
I've got
to
another
disagree.
take for later after we
Nah, you don't have to
You
give
only
more
get
than one. take.
but I want to. I have 2
We'll
more
save it
takes,
for the
actually.
end.
We'll save it
Now
for
that
the
you've
after
mentioned the
show.
graveyard thing, ooh,
Oh, ooga.
awooga.
Yeah,
All right,
so
Tanner's turn.
So I'm going to harshly disagree with your take because of the execution of your take would be so piss poor.
What if we execution half the population?
Or those
So that-
quotation
So
marks
that
are
was the main
P-sides.
issue with why I
P-side.
disagree with the take.
Well, widespread peace for half the population.
So what?
Right,
Take one
right,
down.
right. The peace sign now turns into just a number 1 because
Yeah,
And then it goes,
because half the population is actually dead and the other half just
yeah, but the
has
other
one
half is
finger.
number 1 now.
Yeah.
but he was number 1.
Yeah, that's,
yeah, and you
that's
can't
what they
say he was
about
number 2
half the
anymore
population.
because you don't have 2 fingers.
Okay,
Okay, Tanner's turn. Hot take.
Tanner,
time.
I'd like to hear what you have to say.
Oh, you want to know my take?
No.
I
not
would
really.
I would love to consider here.
What's your take?
Oh, my take is there every year, no, every month rather, there
Okay.
should be an emoji that is banned from usage.
Wait.
Off the top of your head, this month's emoji. What's
Laughing
banned?
crying emoji.
Okay.
All right. Can you explain why?
Because it makes them overuse, or it will make them not overuse. So like, and then every year it resets. So like in January, they'll say the laughing crying emoji is banned, that no one can use it, and then next year it gets reinstated. All 12 emojis that were banned.
It's kind of like Community Day in Pokemon.
Yeah,
Pokemon
well,
Go.
some would argue that
but
it's
you
not
don't
like
ban
that,
a Pokemon though, right?
It's kind of like the opposite of that.
But yeah, it would basically be based on a poll, but only I would be running it.
Why can't it just be the most popular emoji gets banned at the end of every month
Well,
until
that
all the
tends to be
emojis
what it
have been
would be.
banned?
What if you can
and then
still
it
use it?
resets?
What if
Yeah,
you can
I
still
guess-
use it, but you get fined each time you use it a certain amount? So like
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
really
no, I
need
agree
to, you
with-
could
yeah.
pay,
Yeah.
and that money goes
Oh.
to the top 1%.
It goes
Yeah,
to, goes
for
to
the old
Tim
trickle
Cook.
down economic theory.
It goes to Jeff Bezos.
Good old Jeffrey Bezos.
And then he's in charge of
Bezos.
making a new emoji to replace it.
I think, Tanner, what about every week the most popular emoji gets banned until every single emoji is banned and then it just resets
Wait.
with completely new emojis?
Yeah, I think. Well, I see. Like, I feel like Apple does have the ability to do this because they monopolize emojis.
They did.
Yeah.
Well, did they?
Well,
Because I
emotes
can
are
send an
different from. I'm
emoji via
specifically
Zoom right
talking about
now, and that is not
emojis.
Apple.
Are you thinking about emoticons?
No, I'm specifically talking about emojis because it's only Apple.
What about the peach emoji?
That would probably be banned 20th.
Okay.
Do I raise my hand?
Let's talk about the
in
emoji
Zoom?
meta for a second because some of our audience members might not know it.
Oh,
Wait,
reaction.
I think
Boom.
Corey's trying to raise his hand in the audience
Oh.
in the Zoom call.
Okay, so Corey did send one of the banned emojis, which means he will now get fined.
What is the
us,
fine?
And we will what?
I like to, what's the magnitude of this fine?
I'd say it's 1% of your income.
Wow. So that means poor people really get free reign over.
Would they also get fucked in the ass too?
No, they only got to pay like $1 maybe.
Yeah, if you make $100 a year.
Well, maybe they do though. I don't know. I feel like there's some people who make no money a year. And they just
Oh, and they just
This-
have free reign
I don't
over
think they're gonna be
emojis.
typing out emojis.
No, and that's how they get rich because they're like they can unlimited.
What if they make a
Limit.
sign?
Yeah, so the charge will be like taxing without tax brackets. It'll just
It's
be a
tax
flat
deductible, is
percentage.
what you're saying. I don't
No.
know how taxes work.
Yeah, so you can apply for tax exemptions, but instead they're called emoji tax exemptions, where if you really want to use a laughing crying emoji, then you can email Donald Trump or the current president of the United States,
Mhm.
who I guess technically is Biden, and he'll directly let you know whether you can use it or not based on the essay you provided him.
If
Oh,
they
so
don't
you can-
respond
Yes,
in
it's
time,
an essay contest of
if they
sorts.
don't respond in time, do you have permission to like just kind of storm the Capitol and just get inside the Capitol
Actually,
building and
this
just
is actually
ask
very
them
topical
directly?
right now.
Because people are currently storming the Capitol as we speak.
Yeah, actually,
No,
if you
'cause this
email
episode
Nancy
won't come out
Pelosi
till
right
later.
now, her computer is being run by a stormer.
Wait, yeah, our viewers are going to see this in the future. We could ask them, like, hey, if you're watching this right now, send a message back through time and let us know if everyone's going to die. It's going to escalate rapidly. Let us
Wait,
know in the
yeah.
comments.
Let's turn this
If that
into
happened.
let's turn this into
The
if you're
Wonder
watching this,
Woman
we are
84.
dead video.
We should film a whole series of.
If you're watching this, the
Post-apocalypse
world
videos.
turned into Wonder Woman 84. 1984, and if you haven't seen it, then I highly recommend you to maybe
Watch
see
it
it
because the world is going to turn into that apparently. So it'd be good research.
Yeah, very good, good education.
I think you would be better off not preparing though, so don't watch it.
Raise your hand if you've seen it.
Wait, I can do this via Zoom.
How do I raise?
Oh, Corey could raise his hand. Yeah, I can't see you.
Oh, wait, I can annotate a hand onto my screen.
Okay, yeah, raise your hand.
There we go.
Nice. Okay, so I know now that Tanner has seen Wonder Woman 84.
Did you see me raise my hand on the participants page?
I don't know where to find that.
Yeah, it's on. It's a little hand on.
Oh,
Corey.
I found it. You did raise your hand.
Oh, Corey, I lowered your hand.
What? You can lower my hand?
Yeah, raise your hand again.
This is a dictatorship. You're starting an authoritarian
I lowered.
Stop.
You can't lower the people's hands, Tanner. They're gonna storm your Capitol building if you do that.
Corey, you've answered the question. I've answered your question. You don't have to raise your hand anymore.
What if we voted? Okay, a new hot take. We should vote by raising our hands. Like we all gather in a public area.
No, we
Like
should
all in
make
favor,
Donald
and you
Trump
raise your
be
hand,
president.
and they get a rough count.
Like, I think Biden won, George.
No,
Or like
Josh.
we have a series of pressure plates that you step on, and if enough of one section that people are standing in are standing on those pressure plates, then it lights up, and then those votes count. But they don't if you didn't step on enough plates.
Oh, interesting theory. See,
So we make this via a redstone contraption.
See, I think we should switch it to everyone just gets in a large gaggle, everyone in the US that is, and then we just say everyone who votes for this person say aye. And if enough people say aye, then they become president.
And how many's enough?
What about
You know,
they do like
We go.
everyone
"That's
on the
enough."
left make some noise, everyone on the right make some noise, and whoever's louder wins.
I think we
so
should do
so
that.
Trump would lose because they're the silent majority, like they're the majority, but they're too quiet.
What if all the candidates just get a different groundhog, and the first groundhog to see a shadow, if you're the owner of said groundhog, you get to be president for 3 more months or whatever.
3 more months.
I don't remember.
Like an
I don't know how
entire
Punxsutawney
season.
What if
Phil
our
works.
presidential turnover rate was like 3 months? Just every 3 months there's a new president.
I think the only thing you should need to run for president is, in fact, a groundhog.
I think we
And
should
then you're
go.
qualified.
There should be like 4 years alternating at a time where we just don't have a president.
Wait, I actually think there should be an age limit to being president.
Yeah.
I feel like you shouldn't be president if you're over.
Hot takes, not cold takes.
Well, like, what if like age of retirement, like 59 and a half? Once you're over 59 and a half, you can't be president.
That's the age of retirement?
Well, I don't know. That's when if you get like a Roth IRA, you can take the money out once you're 59 and a
well,
half because
see,
that's
Josh,
retirement.
I think that people who retire, since they're not working and don't have a wage, they should be paid for by the government via taxing younger people.
Oh, like trickle down economics.
I don't know what this means. You're saying too many economy words.
Social security.
Oh yeah, Medicaid,
Yeah, crazy.
or like Reaganomics.
No, that's just trickle down. I already said that.
All right, let's
I don't know
rope
what that
this
is.
back in. Josh, rope it back in with me.
Okay. Why were you getting pulled?
Where was
I
I? Where was
We were
I on
pulling
the
each
rope?
other
You
for it.
your camera is turned off for me, so I don't know what you even look like. I don't
Look at
I don't
I'm
even know-
sharing my screen.
Me.
I can see Tanner because he's sharing his screen.
Me.
Me.
Sorry,
me.
Josh, I
me.
was-
What was the
me,
take that we started on? What are we supposed
Oh
to be
yeah,
agreeing on?
emojis.
Oh,
No,
I cannot
classic.
remember.
I agree. Josh?
Yeah, I'm in on that. As long
it
as the money
plausible?
that you get from the fines goes to the top 1%.
In
In which case,
Alright, that works
I rate
for
it as
me.
plausible.
Okay, and so it's only been 37 minutes. So
Oh, we got
Josh has
time.
time for a take. Josh has time for another cool down take.
I could cool down on a take or two.
It better be a cool take.
But guess
then.
what? I'm gonna heat up instead.
It can't be the graveyard take because we've already discussed it.
We did
Yeah.
Yes.
on the show.
Yes.
Wait, wasn't I the one who said it?
No, David said the take after
Oh.
you said it, and I told David about it.
Oh, and then he used it.
Yeah.
Well, for those of you who saw that episode, David's right. Graveyards should be banned, and I hate them.
No,
New
okay.
topic.
What should they be then? What?
Dead people don't deserve to have any space on this earth. They're dead. Why do you?
Where'd you put them?
You burn them.
No, that's bad for the environment.
Cremation.
Yeah, just put them in
I
a forest
didn't
and
think
cover
about that
them.
one, did you, Josh?
Let them
Fertilizer?
decompose. Let them
Fertilizer.
decompose.
Can we make fertilizer?
Make them a tree. Make every dead person a tree.
Yeah, make every dead person a tree. I like that.
All right, do you think everyone should be organ donors?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it should be illegal to not be to not donate your body to science. Seriously, I don't see why you would not
it
donate your
doesn't
body to
make
science.
Unbelievable that people are that selfish.
Why do you need your dead? You don't need your body. That's pissing me off. I'm donating my body to
Dead
science.
people don't have rights. I don't understand.
Dead people
Actually,
can
it's
go
illegal
fuck
to die.
themselves.
So
It's illegal.
It should be illegal to die. My take is that everyone who's ever answered the "what superhero power would you have" question is bad because no one should ever have any superhero or power because you would get taken by the government. They would experiment on you, and because it's just no one's just gonna let you have superpowers. And I don't like the argument when people say, "Oh, well, this is assuming like you're not gonna get taken by the government. Like this is for fun. Like you're ruining the conversation."
yeah, I hate.
Why do we invite you to parties? I don't agree with that. I think you have to be realistic. You're gonna get taken by the government if you have super speed. They're gonna be like, you can't run that fast. No one can run that fast. They're gonna kill you.
Wait, what if your superpower is you're invincible from the government?
Your superpower is that the government can't know that you have a superpower.
No, it's they try and fail. That's my
So
one
that's
power.
all. That's all they can do.
My one power is everyone thinks I have superpowers,
But
and the
they don't.
government tries to get me, but they can't. It's all like a facade, though.
Your superpower is making everyone think you have superpowers, but making sure they're unable to stop you from utilizing said imaginary superpower.
Yes.
What if your superpower is that you're just like magnetic?
But like not a lot, like one of those weak store-bought magnets that like you can kind of hold up like I don't know, like a couple ounces.
like a paperclip
clip.
or two.
Whoa.
Yeah, like a paper clips are roughly attracted to you.
They
And
kind
it
of
degrades
scoot
with
towards
time
you.
too. Like by the time you're like 53, like you really can only get like some pencil shavings like sort of stuck to your skin.
Like in reality, you could get more stuff to stick to your hand with like water.
What if you could shapeshift but only into like one thing, like what if everyone in the world could shapeshift into one thing and only one thing? So
And they can't go back.
like some people get born like they can go into it. No, you can go back and forth, but like my friend Jeff, he can turn into a cannon. How sick is that? And then like you're stuck as like, you know, a window pane. And by the way, when you're a window pane, if they drop you and you break, you die. So tough shit, Jenny. That's what you got when you were born.
Yeah.
So like the golden compass.
I do
yeah,
not know
except
what that
like
is.
in your case, Corey, you would only be able to shapeshift into someone who's slightly magnetic.
You shapeshift into someone with superpowers.
Yeah.
But
I
the
hate it.
superpower is very poor.
Yeah, it's not a good superpower.
But wouldn't shapeshifting be the superpower?
Yeah, but like
No, but like
You know,
everyone
everyone-
has it.
everyone-
This is just a redefinition of society and how humans work. Like, everyone
but
has
if
this.
we're being realistic, then that wouldn't happen.
yeah, the government would get you.
Oh yeah, Corey, I bet you would be a bucket if you could turn into one thing. How does that feel? People just put other things in you. They don't care about you.
Yeah, but I wouldn't break if I was dropped.
Yeah, but
like
I didn't say
you
I
or
was the glass
window pane.
pane. I said that was Jenny.
Well,
said
you're
fictional
a
character.
mug. You're a mug.
So I'm just a better bucket.
No,
For
you
other
would
uses.
break if you get dropped. People would sip out of you.
I'm a
constantly.
Moscow Mule mug, like the copper
Oh,
ones,
the copper one?
metal. Yeah,
Wow.
it's
But
the
I'm
best.
magnetic, so you would be attracted to
You're a
me.
vaguely magnetic bucket, and
No,
you can
Corey,
turn into
everyone
that, and that's
thinks you're magnetic, but you're not actually.
Okay.
My superpower is that the government can't stop me from faking being magnetic.
Yep, and this is the society we live in. There's everyone assumes people can shapeshift, but no one knows what object because like it's not real. And like you're one person that can actually shapeshift they can shapeshift into someone who people think is magnetic but can't be stopped.
But also isn't actually magnetic.
Yeah.
So you're saying the whole world is that still everyone does think that everyone can turn into something, but no one can actually.
Yeah.
Except for the person
Basically-
that can, but actually can't.
It's basically like the world today if everyone was told exactly what we just shared.
What it's like, I feel like this could all be looked at from another lens, and this is just a metaphor for how society actually is. You should write an essay about this.
Well, I think we should wrap this up.
Yeah, let's go around.
As a bow.
Everyone sum up their takes. So Josh, what was your take?
You're wrong if you think you can have a superpower because you're gonna get captured.
No,
by the
your
government.
actual take.
That was my take. Oh, like my first one. My first one was so much more boring. Fossil fuel powered vehicles should be banned from manufacturing by the year 2025. See, that's way less exciting than.
And Corey,
Well,
can't
maybe
have
you
superpowers.
should have.
Well, that's
done
why
it
I'm
then.
saying you can't have superpowers now.
but I like I'm gonna use your second take.
Yeah, let's use the second one, Josh. Let's
Yeah.
read the first one.
Like
It
we're gonna
didn't-
cut out the 2025 thing. 'Cause I
No.
spent a long time
No,
thinking.
we'll
for
keep
that.
it.
I have another take actually. I think if you sneeze, you can't make sound.
That's not
Like how good you get fined based off the decibel level of your sound.
and it goes to the 1%.
Yeah, and it goes to the 1%. Exactly right.
Yes, we're all on the same page finally.
Also, if you have a double sneeze, then your fine is triple.
Triple sneeze, it's quadrupled. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not linear.
It's parabolic.
It's actually they roll like a 20-sided dice, and that's the multiplier.
It
It's different
follows
every
that-
time.
It follows the pattern. What's it called? The one that you learn. The
Fibonacci sequence?
Yeah, it follows that.
Yeah,
That's
that could be
great.
fun. All right,
So,
so
Corey, what was your take?
for the outro, I'm
Um,
gonna put this on my face.
My
Okay.
take was that blimps are better.
And my take was that an emoji should be banned every month. I might decrease it to every week. And it's the most popular emoji. And if you use it after it's banned, then you get taxed for using it.
I don't know how to turn this off, so
Yeah, you can just leave that there. All right, now we're gonna go around saying who had the hottest takes. We'll start with me, Josh, then Corey. 1, 2, 3, Corey. So how this works is that I say who I think had the hottest take, and then Josh said who he thinks had the hottest take, and then Corey says the same. 1, 2, 3, Corey.
Josh.
what? Corey, he's calling on you.
No, I'm not.
No, he's calling on
Am I
you.
the one that's not understanding?
It's
Yes.
Tanner, Josh, Corey. So I say who I think had the hottest take, and then Josh
Oh,
says who.
I thought you said let's go around and each person say who had the hottest take. Corey. Then Corey, you're supposed to say who you think had the hottest take.
Oh,
You're saying
okay.
you thought Corey had the hottest take. Anyways, I think Corey's is the worst unless we can figure out that carbon dioxide apparatus that makes carbon dioxide lighter, in which case it's the best.
So I'll go first. 1, 2, 3, Corey.
So I'm gonna say Corey in some instances. until
Stop
we get
arguing. It's
the
just a
carbon
one
dioxide
word.
thing.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, Corey.
Corey sometimes.
Oh my! It's just the hottest take out of me and Corey. Just pick one.
Okay, I got it. Let's go again.
1, 2, 3. Corey.
Plausible. Corey.
Tanner.
Plausibly.
Oh my! Corey, congratulations! You won the hottest take of the worst episode of all time.
This is my first hottest take. Thank you. My percentage has increased. I'm no longer in dead last.
Why didn't you think that the superhero one was very hot?
Because it wasn't, Josh.
Okay. I'll see you guys next time.
All right. We'll see ya.
Good luck. Better luck next time, Josh.
Corey,
Thanks,
you're
everyone.
no longer indebted for
I'm gonna stop my
you're
recording.
no longer indebted to anyone.
Yeah. Wait, when? What? I'm confused.
Because
My
you
Roth
had no
IRA has
takes
been
that were the
taken by the
hottest.
government.
You were gonna be kicked off, but from Mountain Men.
Oh, because I didn't have any hot takes.
Yeah, because those are the rules. Yeah. So
Well,
okay.
we've
has
been
been-
the mountain people.
And you've been, well,
Well,
that's
Well,
up to
let's-
you.
we'll leave that up to you.
We'll leave that one on
We'll see
your
ya.
choice. We'll see ya.
Plump Goops Podcast.